Who are we? We're so funny. There's no way that's what you meant.
You just need the attention. Who doesn't love to be love bombed, right?
Yes. Welcome back to Two Girls, One Mic.
I'm Ari.
I'm Mia.
We'll get better at this intro stuff one day.
It'll happen, and I need to stop playing with my hair. Elephant in the room.
What's our elephant this week?
I just had a bacon double patty burger. I got my meat sweats.
So, if we're glistening, it's because we just had dinner. I'm hot.
Oh, man, I didn't consider that when I ordered our meals.
Me neither. I might have chicken in my teeth. It's fine. Just look away.
Thanks,
Okay, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share, all the things. Moving on. So this is one that you had told me about. I don't know if you actually want to.
Today's episode is brought to you by our dysfunctional exes.
A lot of episodes will probably be brought to you by our dysfunctional exes. Do you want to start off telling me what this downtown guy thing is about?
Downtown guy.
Do you not remember?
Oh, my worst date that I'd ever been on?
Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, this was like...
Wait, pause. Have you told me this story before?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. This was pretty much right after my split up with my oldest daughter's dad. I got on the dating sites and I met this guy.
Which one was it?
I want to say it was Bumble, which is sad because this was a disaster. Like, I cried in public.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not usually what it comes off of Bumble.
No.
It's usually like Tinder and Hinge and...
I got played. So, I meet this guy. We start chatting. Cool. He's totally fine. Medium ugly. We'll give him that at best. We go out to this restaurant downtown that, someone in my family was working at. Well, we start talking. We had probably been chatting for a couple of weeks.
But hadn't met yet?
But hadn't met,
okay.
No. We go to the restaurant, drinks, appetizers, food, everything. Conversations going, and so at a natural, like, point, I bring up that I have a daughter. This man, this little boy, lost his mind.
Shut up. Why do I not remember this?
Starts raising his voice. I'm a liar.
In the restaurant?
I'm in the restaurant. I'm a liar. I'm a terrible mom for being out when I should be with her. All kinds of stuff. Leaves. I'm at the table, like, shooken up. I start crying because I'm like, okay, the shock is off. What the heck just happened? People are staring at me. He leaves me with the bill, which I was prepared to split because I know I didn't have as much as you did, boy. And my family member that was working there at the time actually saw it happen. She comes over to me and is like, are you good? Like, what the hell happened? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he got me mad. I have a daughter.
My question is, was he upset that you have a daughter or that he thinks that you lied and tricked him?
I think both. So the things he was saying was like, I'm a bad mom for being out. So...
Which you can clearly tell he's not a parent.
Literally.
Because give me a moment without these children every now and then.
Also, I was 22 at the time.
You're still
an
living
adult,
your life.
Yeah. A grown adult, living on my own.
Sidebar, you are allowed as a parent to do things without your children. It is okay to have a personality and an identity outside of your children.
Which is what I'm learning now. Because for the last 2 years, the last 2 years, I have no idea who the heck I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, my cousin was like, you know what? I'll take care of it. So I didn't pay. I got free dinner out of it. And I got a POS out of here.
You got free dinner and traumatized?
Yeah.
I guess traumatized might be a smidge dramatic.
No, not really,
No.
because I don't like to meet people as is. I don't like to let guys, especially, into my life. And for me to like have the courage to actually physically go meet up with someone after a split up from my child's father, it had been months.
And you're young, and you have a young baby, and I don't think free dinner was worth that trauma.
Honestly, no, probably not. And I didn't get him off the streets. I didn't
No, we didn't
get to him to the point where he couldn't do this to other people.
We didn't teach him a lesson. Just let him get away.
Little baby Mia was like, "Is this really happening?"
I was crying in the restaurant.
I just wanted my cucumber freaking margarita, and I just wanted to have one then talk.
Okay, so how long after that did you wait until you were brave enough to have another first date?
It was probably 6-ish months.
He scared you.
It was 6-ish months. Yeah, no, but that kind of turned me into the whole, I'm gonna chat with someone and then ghost them because I'm like, nope, you're scary, I'm done.
That one bad experience wrote her entire MO.
Yep.
So another reason that we're gonna say this: don't do this to women. Don't do this to girls. Leave them alone.
You could have ghosted me, sir.
You could have just not.
You could have said, "Hey, let's split the bill. I'm never gonna talk to you again." Boom.
Or I don't know, been an adult and express your emotions in a not scary way or not aggressive and rude way.
Yeah, I'm surprised a table didn't get flipped. He was pissed.
All because you have a kid that he didn't know about, and first time you're meeting him, why does he think he's entitled to all the information?
Mm-hmm. And you know how on Snapchat your memories will come up on this day, whatever.
On this day I was traumatized 4 years ago.
No, a while back I have a snap and it's me in bed eating fries or something. And I'm got called a bad mom on a date tonight.
Snapchat loves to remind us of the bad things that happened to us on this day, however many years ago.
It hasn't come up though because I deleted it. Okay. After I saw it, I was like, ooh, I'm not a good look.
I don't need to remember this.
Just that one hurt a little bit.
Let's see. Do you want to talk about the last horrible date that I went on? That you and your daughter went on with me? While we're on the topic of dating disasters, recently I matched, I guess not super recently, maybe, I don't know.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, definitely at least a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, who knows. I was on Facebook dating, which has not been too traumatizing yet, but I'm still new.
Yeah.
So, I matched with this guy. We're gonna call him Chris Kyle because that's what he looked like. Do you know who Chris Kyle is?
Yeah.
American Sniper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he looked like an off-brand, want-to-be Bradley Cooper kind of, but with a mullet.
He was a handsome guy.
He was, very good looking.
And I have never seen someone that she has been chatting with or anything and been like, oh, he's handsome. That was my first reaction. Oh, he's handsome.
You didn't have to dig at me like that. Anyway, so he was very handsome. We matched, messaged, and then within 30 minutes of messaging for the very first time, we're on FaceTime at probably midnight because I was just swiping as one does, and because I was bored.
In bed,
just unwinding through. And so we matched, we messaged, and within an hour, around midnight, we FaceTime because he literally told me, he was like, "We're not doing this catfish business, so we're gonna FaceTime before we meet," and that's one of my rules anyway. So I was all for it. And so he FaceTimes me. He's funny. He's very outgoing. He's I don't know, seems to be exciting. I don't know. So he asked me what I was doing the next day. So I said, well, matter of fact, I don't have plans. So he asked me on a date. He said he was gonna pick me up, and he lived, I think, an hour away from where I was.
Something.
And he came all the way to where I live, picked me up, and then took me to dinner. And I was like, what a gentleman. This guy's got manners.
Yeah, so she's excited about this date. I saw what he looked like.
I let the girlies know.
Yep, the chat was aware. My two youngest daughters, I call them the littles, they were with dad. I had my oldest daughter. It's during the week, mind you. My daughter has a bedtime. I picked her up. I said, I have a surprise for you. We're only going to do it if you get your homework done in a timely manner and I don't have to, like, rush you or talk to you about it. Do you want to know what the plan is? Yes. I said, Thea has a date tonight. Let's go spy on her. We're in. I was trying to figure out when she was going to get picked up, what she was going to wear, all this kind of stuff.
They're tracking my location, trying to figure out.
I was getting zero information from her.
Because I didn't know.
She was working all day at the shop. She still had to get ready. Literally. So me and my daughter, I was like, you know what? Take a nap. I don't know what's going to happen. It's probably going to be late. She takes a nap. And finally, she's on the move.
Mind you, I have no idea that any of this is in the works or in the planning. And so she doesn't want to ask too many questions to tip me off. But they created her and our other girls created a whole separate group chat to talk about it that I wasn't included in.
I said, guys, guess what we're doing tonight? And finally, it's so late. I say, oldest daughter, you know what? You're going to play hooky tomorrow. We're going to go out. We're going to do this.
Doubled down for the plot.
Sure did. We wore our hoodies. We went to the dollar store. We got sunglasses. We were prepared.
Okay, so fast forward, I get picked up.
She gave this man her address.
As one does. He was being chivalrous. He wanted to pick me up. I learned my lesson, okay? Between Hinge Boy and Chris Kyle, I have learned my lesson. Okay, so he picks me up, and we're on our way to go to dinner. Things are going well. We're having, a fun conversation, very lighthearted. We're laughing a lot, and I was like, oh, this could be cool.
They got there before us.
Mm-hmm.
So we pull up to the restaurant. We're, like, sneaking to walk inside. The girl is cleaning, like, the window at the front door and says, do y'all need something? I said, we're trying to spy on my best friend. She's on a date. She's like, okay, cool, go inside. I go inside. I go to the host. I have my head down the whole time. I'm like, hey, my best friend's on a date. We're here to spy on her. Can you go scope out the place and sit us next to her? All the hosts are in on it now. She says, give me a second. I say, here's a picture of her. This is what she looks like. I'm like, white girl, blonde. Probably loud. She walks around. She comes back. She's like, I know exactly where they're at. They're off to, like, a side corner. There's a table across from them. They won't see you at all. Perfect.
They were seated, like, catty corner from us. And my back was to them, so they had all of the opportunity in the world to spy, and I had no idea, not a single clue that they were there. So I'm going on this date. We get there, we get sat. Little do I know, they get sat right next to us, and we're, having regular first date conversation. Well, this man is just a chatterbox, and he keeps talking, and he keeps talking. The more he talks,
he's digging his grave.
The more I realize, you are a walking red flag. And he even said at one point, he said, I think I'm talking too much. I need to reel it in. Like, you talk. And I was like, oh no, I'm enjoying this. You go right ahead and talk. And the more he talked, the more I was like, oh. I could tell that he was a heavy drinker, which is not, I guess, a bad thing, but it's just not what I personally want for myself. Yeah. I'm over 2 years sober, and I don't judge people who do drink, but, like, I'm not trying to be around people who drink super heavily. And he was, it was becoming very apparent to me that he was a heavy drinker when I told him that I was sober, because I had a non-alcoholic beer. And he asked me what it was, and I showed him, and I was like, well, I'm over 2 years sober. And he was like, oh, and he was, like, taken aback by it.
Well, before that, he challenged you to chug your beer.
He did.
Not knowing it was...
He had a glass, like a draft beer, and I had a bottle that was my non-alcoholic, and he, like, cheers me and, like, challenged me to chug it. So the alcoholic in me took over, and I chugged it, and I beat him.
You're gonna lose every time, like
100%. And he, like, spilled it all over himself, and he was just rather embarrassing. It was rather embarrassing for him. And then I told him that I was sober. I said, I'm pretty good at that. I'm a retired alcoholic. And he was like, what? And he was just, like, taken aback when I told him I was sober. That amongst many other red flags, he was talking about his best girlfriend that he has, that every other woman that he's ever tried dating has been threatened by, and that she's gorgeous and is 100% his type. But for whatever reason, and they worked together, and for whatever reason, even though she's gorgeous and his type, that he just, they never were anything, whatever the case is. And it just, all of the red flags started flying, and he could not stop talking about this girl. And there was so many things. I think he was talking about, like, bars that he would go to and get kicked out of, and I just let, there's power in silence. I let this man talk.
Getting in a physical altercation, bragging about the severity of it and the damage he did to this other person.
Mind you, he's older than I am. Like, he's mid-30s, close to 40s, I'm pretty sure. Stop acting like you're a child.
That big old age.
At that grown age. Anyway. So I swiftly ate my dinner. And I get up to leave, and he paid, which was bare minimum, honestly. He paid, and I get up, and apparently whenever I was walking away from our table, I had turned around to make sure he was behind me and following me. I had stopped.
She stopped right next to us. And me and my daughter both turned like terrified.
And I had no idea. And I like stopped at their table to turn around, and I turned toward them to turn around to check if he was behind me, and then turned back around, and I did not hear this.
Right?
I sure was. And you know what?
So as she got up and started to walk away, we hid whatever. Once she was out of sight, my daughter says, I don't think she really liked him. She was like walking away from him. And I was like, I don't know. They were laughing. Like, we'll see what happens, whatever.
Okay.
My daughter's never wrong.
Let me tell you, when we got, okay, so recap, we matched the night before, and less than 24 hours later, we're on this date, right? We get to the parking lot, and he opens my door so that I can get in the truck. He tries to shove his hand up my dress with the door open while I'm getting into the truck. And I was like, okay, chill out, Sparky, and like pushed him away. And then he got in the truck and then proceeds to kiss me again, and then tries to put his hands up my dress again. And I was like, listen, this isn't happening. And then when he goes to take me home, what did he say? He said something about like me being a tease or something like that. And I was like, oh, my son is waiting for me to pick him up. You're not coming to my house. Like, he had insinuated that we were going to stop at my house for a little while, and then I could go get my son. And I was like, oh, no, honey, it's school night.
Absolutely not.
It was like 9:30, and I said, my baby's bedtime is like right now, so no, I'm going to go pick him up. And he got legitimately angry, like mad that I said that I was not going to have sex with him. And then proceeded to then show me the video of him beating somebody to a pulp and sending them life flight to the hospital. I could have died that night. I blocked him immediately as soon as I got home. And then we went on we went on a TikTok doom scroll down, because this man swears that he is TikTok famous. Talks about himself in third person and everything. I didn't know that. By his TikTok name, calls himself by his TikTok name in third person.
My future husband will not be making TikToks.
Please, never. Never, ever. So we scroll down his TikTok, and there are videos of him downing a bottle of whiskey in one gulp. There are videos of him shooting a TV indoors. There are videos of him beating people up.
And I didn't see any of these. I just saw it in the chat.
It was terrifying. And so we went through and blocked him on everything, and I haven't spoken to him since, except for he added me on Snapchat, and I accepted it for the plot. And I haven't heard from him, so we'll see if there's any Chris Kyle updates. But that was my very recent dating disaster.
Yeah, well,
I immediately decided, oh no, we're not doing this.
yeah.
And I texted the boy that I actually like, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I like this one. I like the healthy one, which is very not like me.
And what's like, okay, if you're sitting there on a first date trying to impress a woman that you could potentially have a future with, and you are bragging about your opposite sex best friend,
Yeah.
sounding in love with them, we know what's going on. You love her. She's not giving you what you want.
100%. She doesn't want you. She sees you and doesn't want you.
Does not want
That's
you.
exactly all that
She's
is.
gonna keep you around because you're always gonna be there. She's gonna keep you around because she has power over you because you're putting her above other women.
Yeah, and she knows that. She
loves
loves
the attention. She can always have her relationships, her men, and know that you are in her back pocket. And if one day she decides, I want to try things out, you're gonna
go
every single time.
Yeah.
Platonic friendships do not exist with opposite sex who are attracted to the opposite sex.
Absolutely not. Platonic friendships?
Not a thing. And I thought I had one for years.
I was convinced too. He was cool.
Literally.
He had me fooled.
So, I went to high school with this person. I used to run cross country with them. That's how we met. We were cool. We stayed friends, like, from high school out to adulthood. So he did have moments like throughout our friendship where he would like say some like really messed up stuff to me or whatever while he was drinking, and
Like mean stuff?
Like mean stuff. And I am not the kind of friend who's gonna sugarcoat. I have the friendships I have, and people want me in their lives because I show up for you every single time. Even if you do not like it, even if you do not want to hear it, I'm there for you. Well, there was a few moments of that. We lost touch for a little bit, got in touch again, whatever. For a couple of years, we were like hanging out, getting a burger.
Yeah.
He would like, if I had tickets to a Spurs game and he was there in like a nicer spot because of the job he was at one of the games invited me and my oldest daughter. Like, he was a friend. Like, my daughter knew him as my friend. Like, all kinds of stuff. It was cool. Well, the person I was with at the
all
time,
a plot.
literally, the person I was with at the time was kind of like, at first, didn't really say anything about it because he didn't really have friends and he didn't want to like overstep, like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, whatever, because I've never given anyone a reason to think that I was doing them dirty or disrespecting them. But when he finally did say something, it wasn't necessarily like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with you being friends with him. It was, hey, whenever we're not in the best place, you go out and do things with this person and it hurts my feelings.
Fair.
Which is 100% fair.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I did start to see that. I did come to my friend's defense and say, we're friends, period, end of story. But I understood where the person I was dating was coming from. Well,
plot twist of the century.
Plot twist. And if I say even his nickname, everyone's gonna know who.
Oh,
it is, so
100%. You can't.
Nickname.
It's such a dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway. Okay, well, we're out one night. We go to a Spurs game. I meet a TV personality who is like his cousin.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. One of our favorite radio shows in the morning.
I forgot about that.
He used to be on the show. It was a fun night. Like, we were basically, well, we weren't front row. We were like a few rows behind. I got to see Kawhi Leonard again. Everyone hated me.
Who's that?
Okay, anyways, he went to shoot a free throw and I was like, we still love you, and everyone around me was ready to light me up.
There's some lore that I'm missing here, but I know there's going to be everybody in the comments talking about it. It's fine. I'll do my research later.
It's okay.
Anyway.
I love Kawhi. Whatever. He's a great player.
What do you do? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Let me not.
Yeah, move on.
It was a good night, so we go out after to, I don't know, a really popular bar, like outdoor bar. We're like doing the YMCA, like, seriously, it was so much fun. Like,
and that's not the whitest shit ever heard.
Surrounded by brown people, like, my people were in it that night, and we were all YMCA together.
Yes. Okay.
So the person I was dating at the time, I was like, come scoop me, like, let's go. So I tell friend, hey, I got a call and I'm leaving. He cops an attitude with me.
He got so offended.
He got offended. He was like, are you effing serious, Mia? And I was like,
what do you mean?
He's pissed drunk at this point. And I'm like, oh no, I see you reverting before my eyes. Absolutely not. I was like, we're not doing this. So he leaves the bar before my ride even gets there. And I'm like, what's
So he left you there alone
with his cousin, and like his cousin, like, it was a good old time, so I felt comfortable, but I was like, okay, throw your fit.
Yeah, go throw your temper tantrum.
I think I may have messaged his sister or something like, hey, you just stormed off. Like, I think we got a ride there, so neither of us were driving. So I end up leaving. I get a message from him that's like, F you, Mia. Like, I don't know, something ridiculous. And so from that moment on, I blocked him. And I was like, we're done.
He was like really, like angry.
Angry
like
about
deeply
it.
angry.
Like deeply angry
Which
about
is
it.
disturbing.
And I have, when we like got back into our friendship, I am not a flirt. I am not touchy-feely. I do not pay for anybody. I like nothing. So we were friends. And I learned I can't be because I'm just too amazing and the motherfuckers are going to keep falling in love with me and then ruin my life.
Despite your best efforts, you can't have a male.
I tried to be a bro and it didn't work.
No.
And the person I was dating was right. And that's really hard to admit.
Right? That's a hard pill to swallow.
That's a hard pill to swallow, but he was right.
But we were
And I should have known.
admitting it on camera right now, right here.
He's gonna like hearing that.
You were right.
You were right. He also doesn't know that I don't talk to him anymore.
Oh, well, now you know. We haven't talked to like it's my friend too. We haven't talked to him in years.
No, not at all.
No. And he really did pull the wool over my eyes too, because usually I can clock somebody.
Yeah.
But he seemed cool.
He's literally just like tall, nerdy, like.
Yeah. But matter of fact, maybe there was something we weren't picking up on, because the time that I met, I think it was like the second time that I ever met him. Like, I stood there and talked to him for a little while, and like he was just like broing out. It was just fine.
Cool, yeah.
Well, my boyfriend at the time, he and I had gotten, so he loved to start,
Shut up, upset.
yeah, he loved to start a fight as we were on our way to any event. Anything we were going to had to have conflict before it. And
he threw a fit when we were at the concert.
100%. He rolled up with us at that concert with no ticket, just hoping to get in.
And did.
And did. And then so he did. Yeah, and then proceeded to throw a hissy fit about being there. And make it miserable for us.
No,
we still had fun.
We ditched him. We were
Yeah,
like,
we
got this.
We did. We left him by himself.
I said, you know what? Don't come out. Let's go. Let's go. We're doing this.
Anyway, so he started a fight with us.
That was a great show.
That was a fantastic show.
That was really fun.
Meanwhile, come to find out, my most recent ex was at that concert too.
Really?
The one who the guy I was dating at the time hated.
What a small world.
I'm telling you. Anyway, sound like such a Hopi hopper.
You live in a small town.
Oopsies. Anyway, so we we were grown out, and my boyfriend at the time, I guess, was watching from the distance and picked up on something that he didn't like. And he was like, "How do you know him?" Ooh. Followed him on Instagram.
Mind you, this guy was a great friend, amazing friend, cool friend, while it lasted. He is not someone to be intimidated by.
No, and the man that I was the guy that I'm not going to call him a man.
He's
ever
not
on this
a man.
podcast.
He is not.
The guy that I was with at the time was very good looking, and had nothing to be worried about. But he swore up and down that I knew him, and that so maybe he was putting off vibes we didn't pick up on.
Well, but that's just how he speaks to people.
He was very friendly and welcoming, but like not.
You have to take what that person said with a grain of salt, though.
Fair.
It was crazy.
Fair.
It was crazy.
Maybe the boys were picking up on something we didn't realize was there. I'm gonna give them a little credit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
those first games were fun, though. So
platonic friendships are not real.
Exist. No.
That it's either going to lead to one person or the other catching feelings, not talking about it, make things weird, or it has.
It started out as one person having feelings and it not working out.
And then keeping that other person around so that maybe, and it might be subconscious, but it's just never gonna work.
No,
there's no such thing as a platonic friendship.
And like when a platonic friendship gets to the point where like you're hiding conversations
Right.
or whatever from your partner, that's cheating. Period.
100%.
I don't care what you say. If you have to hide your
Hot
friendships,
take. Absolutely.
if you have to hide your friendships, that is cheating. Because
cheating.
why are you hiding?
Mm-hmm. You shouldn't have conversations that you're not comfortable with your partner knowing about and saying.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be at inappropriate times. And it shouldn't be anything that you wouldn't like your partner
If you
saying.
can't have that conversation through my phone, don't have it.
Don't have it.
Here we are.
And here we are.
So, I'm a college dropout.
So am I.
I'm
proud of it.
I attended a university that was close by, still in state. I could be close to my family. My first year out there, I moved into dorms and I had a roommate. I moved in first. I put all my stuff up, whatever. She moved in after me. She was so excited because we had all this.
Set the scene. What is this dorm like? Do you have your own
It's
room?
called Scary, nicknamed by the population. Apparently, it was built over like grounds.
Right. Got it.
Apparently, I don't do my research because I'm gullible. I believed it.
We're just gonna believe it.
We had some stuff happen. I believed it. So Scary, dorm rooms for anyone who did not live on campus. I was broke, so I didn't get a suite. I didn't get my own room. I didn't get a common area. I was in a co-ed dorm. My entire floor was all female, and I think they just like was a pattern, like male, female, whatever.
Yeah.
This dorm room, our beds were this far apart from each other.
Oh no.
Okay, this far apart from each other.
Oh no.
We had our twin bed. We had a desk at the end with some shelves on top. At the head of our bed or foot of our bed, whichever way you laid. Why would you lay with your head facing the door? Whatever.
People are weird.
It was a vanity type thing with drawers and a mirror and then a little closet. She put in all her stuff. She was super excited. We had the same like EOS lip balm. We had like no, literally, because I had all my stuff laid out.
Of all the things, not the same lip balm.
She was so excited. We had all the same stuff.
Besties.
We met each other. I always called her the white meat, and she would always call me the Mexican her. Seriously, like
So y'all were friends.
we were friends. The year starts going by. I notice she's messy.
Like dirty or like leaving things around, like
leaving things around. So I am not a clean person. I'm not a messy person or like a gross person. I have clothes all over my floor. I have laundry that's not done. All those things. But in common areas, I think there's like a level of respect that you have to have for other people who come into those common areas. That dorm room was a common area.
That whole room.
The whole room was a common area. I never had dirty dishes laying out. I never had this. I never had that. We had a discussion at the beginning. Here's what I'm responsible for. Here's what you're responsible for. I said, here's a tub. I'm going to keep it on my top shelf. We'll put our dirty dishes. Please just wash your dishes. She never washed her dishes.
But she would put them in the tub.
And she was the one who she's like cooking and all kinds of stuff. And I had a food pass. I was
Wait,
eating
y'all had a
Chick-fil-A
kitchen?
in the common area.
Gotcha, okay.
In the common
So
area.
she was cooking in the little common area, bringing her dishes, eating her dinner or whatever, and then putting it in the bin.
In my bin.
In your bin that you
On my side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's
For you to wash.
For me to wash. So it started to get gross. I was eating Chick-fil-A and Panda every day. I had a food pass. I was going to use it because...
Yeah. As you should.
You use it or lose it. I was broke. One day, this was after probably a couple times of saying like, hey, I need this to be clean. Like,
right.
I'm in here a lot more than you. You like come and go, whatever. I need this to be clean. I need you to wash the dishes. Didn't do it. I dumped the dishes on her bed.
I wasn't ready for that. Hold on. After how many times of reminding her, or like...
Probably only like 2 or 3.
Okay, dumped on her bed
Once
was
is
a little.
It was already gross. I'm surprised she noticed it.
Her bed was already gross?
Like clothes and messy and not made and stuff.
She noticed it?
No, seriously. So I dumped it. And then after that year was over, I moved into student living apartments like after the summer. I moved into an apartment. I reached out to the girl. I was like, hey, I'm your new roommate, whatever. She didn't know her roommate was leaving.
And the plot thickens.
She was pissed. She automatically didn't like me.
So was it just her and that one other girl?
Her and one other girl.
Okay, and so she didn't know that one was leaving.
And they were friends.
Got it.
And she's like a grown woman.
Okay.
I'm about to be 19 at the time. She's an adult. She has a child who is back home with her mom because she's going to school, you know.
Yeah.
She's an adult. And I was like, I'm gonna get beat up. Like, we definitely had different body types. I was very small when I was younger before I had my child. I was like, I'm in trouble.
I would be kidding my ass me.
I'm in trouble. Well, whatever. I moved in. I said, here are my things. You're welcome to use my things. I have them in the kitchen, whatever.
You didn't learn from the first one that you were being too nice?
This one was more disgusting than my dorm roommate. I don't even remember her name because we really had zero interaction. Like, she was in and out. I was in and out. I would use the patio every once in a while. And that was it. Like, I was never in the living room because it was always gross. I was never in the kitchen. When I got there were gnats all in the fridge. Like, it was just gross when I got there. Well, one day, I text her and I'm like, please take out the trash. I do not use the kitchen. Please take it out. Like, it smells.
Get your trash out of here.
Get it out. I heard her, like, stomping around, slamming the doors. She takes it out the front. She leaves it outside our front door.
Not a grown woman. Throwing a hissy fit.
Do not have valet trash pickup at this student living apartment. It's out there for I don't know how long. Ari. So embarrassing. One of our neighbors.
Ew. I bet it stunk.
It smelled horrible.
I bet it was so stinky.
Stuck a note on our door and it said, take your trash out. It smells like something died in there, with a heart.
Oh.
And I was like, they're gonna think it's me.
Yeah.
What did I do? I got the note. I got the trash. I put it in front of her door and I put the note on her door.
As you should, honestly.
And then I dinned out for a week because I'm not dealing with
no.
I said, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna do this and run.
Wait, so did she text you or anything?
I didn't get any kind of message. When I came back, the trash was gone. And I had a key to because it was student living, I had a key to my room, so she didn't have
she would have put it in there.
Oh, she would have ruined
I'm surprised she didn't break the door down.
Honestly. And then she probably would have tattled on me because I snuck a rabbit in there, and I had my rabbit living with me, so she probably, like, would have, like, I don't know. I took the rabbit with me, but, like...
The things that college people do. Honestly, college students be doing the wildest stuff for no reason.
I snuck my puppy in there, too.
I snuck my cat into my apartment that I wasn't in when I was in college.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to have. We already had a dog in that apartment when we weren't supposed to have it, and I brought my cat.
Because you have to.
Had to. I needed company.
I ended up rehoming my bunny because I wasn't able to, like, give him the stimulation he needed. Because when bunnies get bored, they start chewing on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had no, like, trimming on my doors anymore. Like,
wait, was it just free roaming?
He was potty trained. I potty trained him.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
He was good, but
until he was,
it was not enough space.
It
was not enough space for him. Yeah. So I rehomed him. She took such good care of him. I got a message from her, like, probably a few years ago now, like, hey, I don't know if you remember, you gave me him, blah blah blah. He finally passed.
Aww.
Like, thank you so much for he, like, lived a good life. Blah,
That's
blah,
so
blah,
sweet.
And then I snuck my first puppy into there too. He was a good boy.
Where's this puppy now?
Jax.
Jax?
Yeah.
I love Jax.
My little brother owns Jax now. So
he's the best little dog. He's very cute.
I will not put a picture of him because he's not aging.
Don't do my Jax like that.
He is not.
Okay, well, if y'all refer back to Pilot 1 and the picture of Daisy, my dog, imagine that, but brown. And more petite.
Smaller.
Yeah, more petite.
Smaller.
So cute.
Mm-hmm. Long, skinny legs.
Jax.
Little sausage body.
He's old.
He's old.
He's old.
My oldest daughter did a number on him. He started getting grace the moment they met. Seriously.
She stressed him out. That's funny. Yeah, I have a game that I want to play with you. Have you ever heard of the green glass door? I was hoping that would be your answer. So,
Do I have to think?
You do. It's like a puzzle.
Dang.
So get in the right headspace. So you're gonna name things. Just anything under the sun. You're gonna name things, and I will tell you whether or not it can go through the green glass door. And you have to figure out what the rule is.
Okay.
Yeah. So just name anything off the top
Iguana.
of your head. Iguana cannot go through the green glass door.
Can I ask you yes or no questions?
Sure.
Look at the rules. Can I ask you yes or no questions?
Yes.
Or can I only tell you what?
You can ask me yes or no questions.
Can it be alive?
Yes.
Then I'm just gonna make this 20 questions. Okay.
It's not gonna work, but go for it.
A plant.
A plant cannot go through the green glass door.
But an iguana can.
No, an iguana cannot go through the green glass door.
Oh, see? The ADD speaking. A taco.
Taco cannot go through the green glass door.
Can I go through the green glass door?
You cannot go through the green glass door.
Guitar.
My guitar cannot go. Any guitar cannot go through the green glass door.
No plant, no iguana, no taco, no me. Is it a person, place, or a thing?
It can be any of those things.
An idea.
It could be an idea.
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator cannot.
Daisy.
Daisy cannot, but Vanna can.
Okay, Vanna can.
Yeah.
Your laptop.
Laptop cannot.
So no black things.
Careful.
But oh, Vanna, please. Vanna. And I can't. I have curly hair.
It's not curly hair.
Okay.
No, you cannot go through the green glass door.
Can the littles?
One of the littles can.
Megan's son.
Yes.
Okay.
He can go through the green glass door.
If I only had a brain.
I'm pissed. What is it? What's the rule?
Just name things in this room.
That phone.
A phone cannot.
That mirror.
Mirror can.
Vanna and a mirror. Is it the way they shape?
Nope.
Like, my baby's a little thick.
No.
Aria!
What? Don't yell at me. A door can go through the green glass door, but the knob cannot.
Oh, things with double letters can go through the...
Ding, 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 ding! You have a winner.
That pissed me off. I've been taking a test, and I don't know how long. It's been at least 20 years.
Taking a test. Okay, so our next segment is going to be hot takes. And I have a couple that I have notes on, but if you have any, feel free to let them fly.
Didn't we have a couple in our notes?
Maybe.
In our shared notes?
Do either one of us have our phones?
Mm-mm.
Of course not.
Again. Your second one is fucking...
What do you think is considered fashionably late? Because I probably have a very different answer.
No more than an hour, depending on what kind of event. If it's like a small, intimate event, then no more than like 20 minutes. If it's a big event, no more than an hour.
Okay, hot take. I think fashionably late is whenever you want to show up. Because
I'm Mexican, that's disrespectful.
Is it a culture thing? Because in my mind, the event is going to go on whether I'm there or not. Nobody actually genuinely cares if I show up.
Who invited you?
It doesn't matter.
I think that, nope, yep, nope. Nope.
No, it really genuinely does not matter who invited you. Because the event's not about me. That would be the only exception, is if the event is about you.
Nope.
And even then,
That's disrespectful.
Even then, I was an hour late to my own wedding.
You sure were, because we were sitting there for a minute trying to entertain your kid with a balloon.
You know what? that I'm not going to take full responsibility for, because don't give me the look. Don't give me the look. I had to do so much for my own wedding.
Yeah, because
That by the time I was trying to get ready and everybody else was trying to get ready at the same time, no, absolutely not.
and there's a first time for everything.
I'll do better the second time around.
Yeah, because you'll have me.
100%. Okay. Anyway,
You're wrong.
I'm
This
not
is not
wrong.
hot.
If the event is not about you, it is a hot take.
This is.
You're getting hot already.
I was already hot. I had a double burger with bacon double patty burger.
If the event is not about you, you can be however late you want to be, because the event is not about you. Nobody actually cares whether you're there or not.
No.
And I will die on that hill.
If you're going to an event that you were not invited to, show up whenever you want.
First of all, why are you going to an event you're not invited to?
Because if it's just like here is
An open invitation.
like an open invitation type of deal, show up whenever you want to.
Okay.
If someone tells you, hey, this is what's going on, this is the day, you better not be showing up whenever you feel like it, because I'm kicking you out. You're disrespectful. You are not here for X, Y, and Z.
Taking mental notes. How has that not gotten me in the doghouse with you yet?
Because I don't do anything.
Fair. We don't have events, I guess.
I've never had a birthday party. I haven't had a wedding. No.
Fair. I will die on that hill. If the event is not about you, then show up whenever you want, because it doesn't matter. A wedding, hand to God, I could not tell you who showed up to my wedding and when. Because it wasn't about them.
You were
It was
doing
about me.
cake stands, girl.
And that's on being an alcoholic. I wonder if I had anything too. My dad still won't let me live that one down. Weddings, birthday parties, as long as you make an appearance, nobody cares. The event's not about you, so show up whenever you want. And I will die on the hill.
And we will agree to disagree.
Fair. And that's why we're such good friends.
Thank you for that hot take. Because I know you won't do it to me.
Of course not. But you understand that me as a person expect me to be at least 30 minutes late.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Plan around that.
I feel like you were at my baby shower for my oldest in a pretty good time.
No, I was. I still wasn't, I wasn't there promptly, but I didn't show up just like at the end of it.
Yeah.
And I even carved out the time to go because I had to work that morning.
Mm-hmm.
I went and then I played my my first gig at the bar in Hondo.
Right.
Right after. So.
And when you did show up, you were like playing games, you were talking to my family, like
insert the picture of me playing a game while I'm chugging a beer.
Yes, and that's you.
Yeah, I have it somewhere.
Well, no, it just came up and I saved it.
Oh, no, you didn't send it to me recently.
Okay.
But I have it somewhere.
I meant to put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Hi, Mari, I'm a recovered alcoholic. Next hot take. When, in your mind, stop. When does milk expire?
Not to the point where it's thick and chunky. That's too far gone.
Obviously, that's expired.
So I don't remember where I saw it, where I read it, blah, blah, blah. I make stuff up in my head all the time, so this could be a lie. Expiration dates on milk are like best case scenario, like guesses. They're not an exact science,
right? Because
there is no like exact science to say.
And that's any expiration date.
Yeah, when something is gonna go bad. If it's like day of, I will smell it, I will taste it, and if I'm like iffy, I'll toss it out.
Fair.
If it's like 2 days, I'll do the same thing.
Fair.
But I am an avid milk drinker.
Me too.
I know when it's off.
You can tell when it's off.
You can tell when
Okay,
it's off.
so Noelle came over the other day. I don't know when it was.
It wasn't the other day. It was a couple weeks ago when we had our birthday party.
I've had expired milk in my fridge for a while. There's been a few. I've had a couple cartons of milk in my fridge that have expired, and I just have left them there. I'll deal with them later, right?
She's a busy woman.
Too busy to deal with that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Busy.
And my son's not here, so I'm not worried about him going in there and getting a glass of milk and being scared to death by the smell that happens when he opens that carton. And I vowed that I would take care of it before he came home. So anyway, we're talking about, I was talking about eating cereal or something, but I have a milk that's in there that's good. I'm not a heathen. I'm not a Neanderthal. I'm not going to drink expired milk. But she had made a comment about the expired milk in my fridge and that milk expires. She said milk expires 2 days before the expiration date. No, carton. No, wrong, and I will die on that hill too. As long as it smells and tastes okay, you're fine.
She's not a milk drinker like us.
She's not, and I dare to say she might not have grown up as poor as we did, because you're not throwing out good milk just because the expiration date is in 2 days.
I also have a video back when I lived like with multiple of my family members. All of us had cereal for dinner, and my caption was, when the milk is about to expire.
No, 100%, because why would you throw out good milk?
With milk prices these days, too?
Especially with the prices of milk these days.
Not happening.
No, we're not doing it.
Gas
So,
station milk is like $6 half a gallon.
Exactly. No, and Katie's out here wilding out. Every time she goes to get milk, it's at the gas station.
A whole gallon.
A whole gallon of milk.
You paying her that good money.
Don't remind me. It's coming right out of my bank every single day. Don't remind me. So I was giving her hell for that, because she goes through the drive-thru at the gas station to get her milk. And I'm like, sis, you paid twice as much at the gas station as you would if you just walked into HEB. We live in a very small town. If you just went down the street to the HEB, ran in and ran back out, it would be under 5 minutes and you would get half the price for the milk. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Anyway, any other hot takes?
I cannot for the life of me think of one. So we're good on milk.
Yeah, we see eye to eye on the milk.
That's on friendship.
Because that's what matters most.
We love a good milk and Oreo moment.
Milk and Oreo, milk and brownies? No. Do you remember when, Lord knows what was going on, but I had gone to your house and I was in some kind of a depressing episode. It was probably when I was with the he who shall not be named. We're gonna have to come up with a nickname for him. Cut that. Anyway, I was probably going through it at the time, but I came over and you made us muffins and a glass of milk and you gave it to me on the couch, and I'll never forget that moment, because people always make fun of me for drinking milk the way I do. No. So
Was it on a plate?
It was.
And I had like
You sat across from me, yeah. And you sat next to me on your yellow couch.
Okay, I was trying to remember like what couch. Okay,
Yeah. Aww.
Because that's what you gotta do sometimes.
Friendship. Fun fact. Anytime I made muffins, it was that brand, because those are so good.
They're so good.
Every day since,
They're so good.
those muffins. I actually got a bowl of those muffins thrown at me by that guy. He broke my bowl. Shattered my bowl in the kitchen.
Not the muffins.
And I was more upset about the muffins than I wasn't even.
You're like, you know what? I'm used to your antics.
Yeah.
Not the muffins.
Let's forget the fact that he threw the bowl at me, at my head, and shattered it over something that was probably not even real. But the muffins! I was so upset. Not the chocolate chip muffins. They were so good.
They're good.
And that was my hyperfixation snack after you made them for me that one time.
And that's on friendship.
And you gave me a big old glass of milk with it.
See, that's how I like to show my love, because today I had to do it in a different way.
Y'all, I was going through it earlier. I was crying. We're not going to talk about why. But I was crying earlier, and she was like sitting, I was on my big couch, and she was on my long couch that are right next to each other.
There's a divider.
And there's a divider, like the two armrests are next to each other, and like I'm just sitting there like crying, and she's like talking me through it, and like leaning on the armrest and talking to me and being super compassionate and kind and uplifting, and I just wouldn't stop. The waterworks were coming, and she like hesitates, and then she gets up and she sits next to me and she hugged me. Y'all, she touched me, and I needed that. It took everything in her.
So hard.
She was being not affectionate. When I saw her stand up, y'all, look, I was sitting here like this on my couch and I was crying, and she was right here, and I saw her stand up. I said, no sudden movements, she's gonna touch me.
And you know what? Whenever, like, you know, she settled down, I went back to my seat. I was like, did you see how long it took me to get up?
And we had a good laugh about it. And I needed that hug. I needed to be touched and loved on. And then I needed that laugh afterwards.
And you know what I was doing? So it took like a solid 5 minutes before
At least.
Solid. I was thinking, because she had her dog, she had Vanna.
Yeah.
Like wrapped around
She
her
was like
legs,
on my lap. Yeah.
I was like, okay, if I get up, how am I gonna maneuver around Vanna and not like fall on top of Ari? Like, what is this gonna look like?
The way that she's playing through this in her head while also being a really good supportive friend simultaneously is impressive.
I'm pretty good sometimes, depending on like the severity of the situation. If we're texting, if we're on the phone, how do you want me to show up? How do you
100%.
need me to show up for you right now? Because if you want to be delusional, honey, I got you. If you want me to be me, honey, I got you.
Yep.
I will never ask if you need a hug. It's just gotta be like, I just gotta get the balls and do it.
Never. No, but you are so good about that.
You slapped your arm on me a while ago, and I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing.
She is the not affectionate friend. So anytime she shows like physical affection, I'm like, I get so excited. I'm like, no set. You can't acknowledge it. No set of movements. Don't bring attention to it. And it happens every so often. But when it does, it's that much sweeter. Aww. Stop. Even now, she's like, please stop talking about it.
But like the Mexican in me, I do hug you when we say hi and bye.
Yeah.
And a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
That's just how I was
Standard.
raised.
That's fine.
Um,
But outside of that,
let's not need that again for a while.
I can't make any promises, but I suppose I can make do. I'll call Noelle. Noelle's my lovey friend.
Literally. If she could like sit in your lap while you're
100%. We would literally just snuggle on the couch together. Yeah, if I need the physical affection, I'll call Megan or Noelle. Or Katie even. Literally anybody but you. I've got it covered. It's okay.
We're good.
You just happened to be the one that was there when I needed that. And I appreciate you stepping out of your comfort zone to provide that for me.
great is it that I'm not a jealous friend? Because
No, I just love it.
A lot of girls.
I did. And you know what? It's okay because they're our friends now, right? Right? We're getting there. I'm working on it. Like we talked about in the last episode, I brought all of my friends together, all of my worlds. We're still working on making sure that is a solidified friend group. So
It takes a lot for me to say someone is my friend.
Katie's the one that broke down that barrier first.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, you mean. We're good. I was like, you're mean and you're writing for her the way you are. All right, sold.
Yeah. Okay, let's go, like, chill and watch TV. Goodbye!